Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Today on The Young and the Restless, Daniel puts on a brave face for Lucy. Nick makes Sharon a promise and Tessa meets Ian. All products and services featured are independently chosen by editors. However, soaps.com may receive a commission on orders placed through its retail links, and the retailer may receive certain auditable data for accounting purposes. At Crimson Lights, Phyllis tells Summer she has to do self-care in order to care for her loved ones. This Christmas is going to be brutal for Daniel. Summer can't even imagine what he and Lucy are going through. Suddenly, they get a text from Daniel asking them to come over. At Daniel's place, he struggles through his front door with a Christmas tree. He calls for Lucy, who is surprised. "I didn't think we were going to have one this year." Daniel knows that it might feel a little weird to do it, but he feels like it would be pretty awful not to. "Your mom's gone. That hurts. Nothing's going to change that. But she loved Christmas and decorating the tree. Lucy was always her helper with that, so he thought they could try and do it together. For Mom." Daniel tells Lucy they can put up the tree, make treats, and put on her grandpa's Christmas album. Lucy doesn't think she can do this. Daniel knows it will be hard, but he wants to try. Lucy says it feels wrong trying to have fun without her. Daniel argues that she'd want them to be happy. Lucy grimaces. Daniel will do the tree, and if she hates it when he's done, they'll throw it out. He won't be mad. If this helps them feel closer to her mom, right now, he could use that. Lucy admits she could too. Daniel asks her to put on music, and they'll see how this goes. At Sharon's place, Nick asks if she's okay. He offers to get Ellen back there, but she says he's done enough. She has to piece the rest together in her mind. Michael urges her to talk about it while it's fresh. Sharon recaps that she and Heather were arguing. She kept badgering her and telling her she was out of her mind. She pushed her, but she got up and went the other way. "God, I felt a hand. I felt a hand touch me. Somebody else was there." Nick says that person is the one who killed Heather while Sharon was unconscious. Sharon marvels that the guilt was tearing her up inside. "But maybe I was right all along." Jordan enters the motel room and removes her wet-in jacket before pouring herself a stiff drink. She flashes to talking to Ian in the prison yard, complaining to him about Claire abandoning her for the Newman money. He asked her what she'd do if she could return to Geno City. Jordan guesses he wants her to say she'll repent or make amends. He realizes that's not what's in her heart. Walking over to the window, Jordan continues her trip down memory lane. She remembers telling Ian that if she could go back to Geno City, she'd want revenge, not forgiveness. He admits he didn't get rid of his anger. He embraced it. Jordan says to herself, "I'll drink to that." At Society, Maria tells Tessa she was nervous about the hypnosis. But Sharon is actually remembering things. Who knows what she'll recall today? Tessa wonders who ran Phyllis off the road if it wasn't Sharon. Maria doesn't know, but it's a relief knowing it wasn't her mother. She's dying to know what Sharon will remember today. As they talk, Ian stands outside in his hat and glasses and watches them through the window. Maria wonders if Heather's death and the accident are connected. Tessa tells her she knows her mom as well as anyone can. None of this ever made any sense. They should hope for the best and pray for a Christmas miracle. Maria says she loves her, and they kiss. Maria has to go and walks out. Ian creeps around the corner and parks himself at the bar by Tessa, who welcomes him to the restaurant. He grins. "I think I'd love it here already." Ian crows that he's excited to try the food there. Tessa asks if he's new in town. He says he's visiting and introduces himself as Warren Masters. He says he's a chaplain in the state prison system. Tessa's interested and guesses it's very rewarding. He ruminates about helping a few folks find a higher purpose. At Sharon's place, Michael tells an angry Nick they can't take hypnosis and unconfirmed new recollections to the DA. "We need more." Nick wants to get Alan back there to learn the rest. Michael reminds him he warned not to push too far. It's a little too convenient for Sharon to just remember there was someone else in the room. Nick thinks the cops have to investigate this. The cops stopped looking into it when Sharon confessed. The cops better find the other person who was in the building that night. Sharon wonders who was in the apartment with her and Heather. Maybe they heard the shouting, or maybe they were in there already. Michael warns they need to focus on what they're sure of right now. Sharon feels so close to figuring it out. Who was in there with us? And why? Nick wonders if the person followed Sharon on purpose. In the motel room, Jordan flashes back to the prison yard as Ian told her he was at war with himself. He had to give himself radical acceptance, the freedom to feel again. He can't tell just anyone that, however. She thanks him for sharing with her. He knows he can trust her. She nods, "You can." Jordan then asks him if he could go back to Genoa City and his enemies. Would he go? He says he would punish all who harmed him and take back what is his. Does not God punish the wrongdoer? In the present, Jordan muses, "I really shouldn't," but pours herself another drink. She flashes to Ian, telling her he can find a way to fulfill her need for revenge and get her out of that cage. Real miracles can happen. She paces and muses. "I'm still waiting for that miracle," Ian warned. Tick-tock. Phyllis and Summer arrive at Daniel's apartment, where Christmas music is playing and the tree is half decorated. Lucy shows them her mom's snow globe from when she was a kid. Daniel needs help, and Summer teases that they have impeccable style, so he's come to the right place. They start bashing Daniel's ornament placement, and he exchanges a look with his mom and sister as Lucy gets up and starts fixing the tree. As the festivities continue, Phyllis tells Daniel that's the greatest tree ever. Lucy teases her dad. Daniel warns Summer that Harrison will one day be her biggest heckler. Summer will just remind him that she has Santa's direct line. Lucy recalls catching Heather with her hand in her stocking one year. Daniel tells her that her mom was stealing her candy. Lucy hopes she had everything she ever wanted. Phyllis says she did. She had you. Lucy says she would have loved this. Daniel's sure she does. Phyllis hugs her granddaughter. At society, Ian questions Tessa about the woman he saw her with. She says that was her wife, Mariah. She brags about their daughter, Aria, and shows him a photo. He says she's blessed, and Mariah is as well. At Sharon's place, she, Nick, and Michael keep going over theories about the third person in the apartment. Nick wonders if the person followed Sharon. It could be the same one who messed with her medication. Michael says it could also be the person who ran Phyllis off the road. Sharon wonders who, and how they will find them. Sharon can't remember if the person was beside her or behind her, but she remembers they were wearing a glove. She's unsure if it was a man or a woman. Michael will call Chance to get the ball rolling. "I'll be in touch." Sharon thanks him. He tells her she's doing all the hard work. Once alone, Nick tells Sharon they're closer to making the charges go away. Sharon's scared that all they have to go on is vague memories. Until she knows this person is out there and can be caught, she can't get her hopes up. If she does and it falls apart, she doesn't know if she can survive that. Ian rejoins Jordan at the motel, and they discuss their days at the penitentiary. She tells him he was full of surprises there. A man of the cloth who didn't demand she forgive and forget. He chuckles. "It's not my style. Baby." Jordan knows they have the same goals. "I am grateful to you, Ian Ward. You set me free." Ian tells her that when he wants something, he goes right after it. She marvels that he found a woman willing to take her place. Ian says the woman needed help. She had an illness and has little time left on this earth. It was a way for her to financially help her family before she dies. Jordan thinks it takes real insight to predict how people will behave or react to any given situation. "I have finally found a man I can admire, someone I can really trust. I've waited a lifetime for you, Ian Ward, and it's been worth every minute." Mariah returns to society for her phone, which Tessa hands her. She mentions talking to a new customer, who is a minister. He was chatty, friendly, and upbeat, an angel who needs to get his wings. At Daniel's place, Lucy doesn't want Phyllis and Summer to leave yet. She wants to make a wish as they put on the final ornaments. Daniel prompts Summer to go first. Summer says this is a reminder for all of them to love and support each other extra this year, and for all the years to come. For Heather's sake, Lucy wishes for her mom to stay in her heart and guide her down the right path. She wishes to not forget what her voice sounded like when she told her she loved her. Daniel takes his turn and talks about Heather always seeing the best in people. His wish is to always lead with kindness and understanding. Finally, it's Phyllis' turn. She says Heather's death was a devastating loss. She hopes that Heather will rest in peace, knowing that her death didn't go unpunished. At Sharon's place, Nick tells her they're going to find who's responsible this. Because it wasn't you. Sharon doesn't want to get her hopes up. Nick is sure she didn't do this. It never made sense. This changes everything, and it's not wishful thinking. It's the truth. They embrace. At society, Tessa goes on to Maria about the prison chaplain. She says she showed him a photo of the three of them, and he said they were blessed. Maria thinks it sounds like the Reverend is a very wise man. At the motel, Ian tells Jordan he didn't expect this to happen at this point in his life. She's concerned about the police and the various busybodies. This has to go exactly as planned if it's to work out. Ian tells her they will get everything that they want. They kiss.